Hello guys, today we're gonna review Madden NFL 24. EA Sports is back with the latest edition of its Madden NFL franchise, but how does the game shape up in our Madden 24 review? Sports game garners something of a cult following which often leads to fans buying the game no matter what, but EA has made significant changes to Madden this year. The question remains thought, are they any good? Among the additions to this year's game is Sapien technology, enhanced FieldSENSE system minigames, and the return of Superstar mode. There is a lot packed into this year's game, so let's dive right into the new and improved Superstar mode in Madden 24. Since it once announced, Superstar the League was the game mode I was most excited for. This is where my Madden 24 journey started, and where it looks set to continue for the foreseeable future. There are some negatives of course, but the league keeps coming back for more despite its obvious flaws. Starting with the NFL Combine is a perfect way to begin the mode. Everything feels authentic and purposeful in those early stands, and the excitement builds to the moment you reach the draft. The momentous occasions of signing your first contract falls a bit flat, but all in all it's a great start to the mode. Once in the game, the new live feedback system for your field performance is a brilliant new feature. Being able to visual your own performance in real time and sitting in a fluctuate based on your action feels incredibly rewarding. Now onto my grips, the Madden cast's repetitive nature is somewhat irritating despite it being an exciting immersive feature. As the casts have felt a bit shallow and without purpose, as the new minigames need to offer more variety. So far it's been the same their options each time. There is the only concern regarding a successful reintroducing to the league legal is Superstar mode. Superstar Shutdown is another fun new feature combining the yard and your own Superstar carrier into one. Stripped back to the flashing line and bright colors, and Superstar Shutdown is a gritty and sought introduction to football. Honing your skill and competing in Shutdown is going to be a lot of fun and immensely frustrating at the same time. Moving on from the Superstar modes, Madden Ultimate Team is a staple of the game. As someone more familiar with a FIFA Ultimate Team, the first impression of the mute interface were far from positive. Across the game, the loading times and latency are a bit slower than what we have become accustomed to on the X console, but mute look sinks to the extreme. It felt like navigation and menus was the hardest part of the game. Aside from that, there really is no floating mode which can cross EA Sport titles. Perfectly fit for purpose when the game is running smoothly. Purchase mode is another cornerstone of the game. A host of changes have been introduced this season, and the classic mode has benefited greatly from the revamp. To begin with, the new relocation options provide a much wider array of opportunities to shape your franchise. Whether you take your team to a new city or state, or take the NFL International like the London High Volks, the choice is yours. Adding to this, the selection of new uniforms and team names has also been vastly improved, providing a much more unique feel to your save. The ability to prepare your team for the upcoming games on the return of training camp is massive. Paired with minigames, you generally feel the benefit of a feature when it comes to game day. While play performance is largely down to your own skill at the game, creating the strategy and executing it Madden 24 feels incredibly rewarding. Being able to create sessions to move the specific areas your team needs to succeed is a big win this season. So early in the cycle we are yet to see a new draft class, but these are said to have been rejuvenated with more generational talents, clubs, prospects, and multi-dimensional players. There are outstanding quarterback throwing animation including the ability to do a diving throw. Although the rollout paces the throwing on the run show of awesome throws, the way the quarterbackers act in the pocket feel even more tied to their actually real-life counterpart. Quarterbackers that are found to panic situation tend to scramble much more smartly. Getting to the quarterback is a more difficulty this year, and I believe that comes down to the implementation of the upgrade to foundational football. This also depends on the quarterback ability as well, but if the option has a good poker and trying to get the player down 1-1-1, especially if the mobile is much more difficult this year, I see this as a positive aspect. Madden NFL 24 feels like the most complete game since jumping to this generation. EA tdbarrett continues to build on the core that was established 4 years ago. The changes for this year game are numerous but result with and ultimately need more polish. Hopefully this will come in the coming months with patches. Even everything works, it's cool to experience all coming together that can result in a big play. This also ties into the resolution mode, which is playable and offers excellent image quality. They could have enjoyable and trauma-filled time games. This game and the AE brings more of a natural level of opposition compared to something that's pre-designed. Thank you for watching, guys. See you. Goodbye.